What is up, everybody? Welcome back to On Thin Ice, the podcast where Peyton
Third
and
time's
I...
a try.
I'm gonna beat your ass.
Third,
I
third,
swear
no,
to
third time's a
God.
charm, not third time's a try. Whoops. Anyway, continue the introduction. I told you I was gonna mess it up every time if you didn't keep it. You wanna do a fourth?
No. No, I don't.
That's what I thought. Now,
Alright,
you go
what are we
ahead.
talking about today, Peyton?
You tell me, man. This one's your episode.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Now shut the fuck up and let me speak. Fucking hate you so much. Anyway, what have you been up to? Do you have any fucking movie updates?
Yeah, I do. We just
I don't
watched
care.
Madam
Alright,
Web
so we
again.
are going to just
kidding.
move on from this and not talk about your movie updates.
Okay,
And,
that's fine. I don't want to hear about how you're still jobless.
I don't either. That's why I wasn't going to talk about it.
Jobless, new Mountain Dew flavor,
Nope, no new Mountain Dew. Still, obviously,
fighting the computers.
fighting the computers. Oh yeah,
Yeah, you always seem to have tech trouble.
yeah. My fucking graphics card banished me to the Shadow Realm a little bit ago.
Don't care, don't care, don't care. You said you don't want to hear my movie updates. I don't care. Go on. Go ahead, make your little noise.
I'm gonna piss in your pants.
Yeah. You ever just wake up and go, "Oh man, who pissed my pants?"
Every day. Every single day. There's not a day that goes by where I don't wake up and think to myself, man, I really wish I could catch that guy that's pissing my pants.
You always, it's like the Tooth Fairy, or Santa knows when you're sleeping. Comes in, and you never see this character.
The Tooth Fairy always
Piss
pisses
Fairy.
under my pillow as well.
Yeah, that's why all men have the yellow pillow. It's the piss
Every
fairy.
single one's got the Piss Fairy pillow. God, I love the Piss Fairy pillow. Anyway.
Listen, man, I love awkward silence as much as the next guy, but like, we have a podcast.
I don't think we do. I think we're living in an altered reality where the April Fool's joke wasn't actually a joke.
This is all recorded before that episode. We're just putting them out later to really mess with the timeline.
Yeah, our timeline is all kinds of jacked up. Anyway, speaking of messed up timelines and alternate universes and podcasts that don't exist but also exist, what's your favorite kind of party?
Oh, you know me, man. Usually, like, I would say an elf, a couple of humans. One of them should probably be like a rogue. Maybe like maybe like maybe like at least four hobbits. I'd say four. Five is too many. Three is too little. A dwarf. You gotta throw a dwarf in there, and then
Yeah.
I'd probably finish it all off with at least one wizard. One wizard's actually probably more than enough.
Probably too much, to be honest, because they're too damn powerful anyway. But
Or if I can't get that team assembled, then my ideal party would be like cleric, rogue, warrior, wizard.
lame. Lame. Just go all in on 5 necromancers.
Yeah.
5 of them.
What do you do if you don't have any dead to raise?
Start killing.
Start killing them.
Move on to
You
the
use
next town.
one-
That's what you do.
Use one necromancer to kill another, and then that same necromancer resurrects that one. You just create infinite loop.
No, because I want 4 whole necromancers or 5 whole necromancers to just kill on a mass scale and then resurrect all of the undead.
Okay. That's fair.
You don't need a healer if
So
you can never get to the fucking... If you never get touched, because you've got
That's true.
endless amounts of undeads just guarding you at all time.
Okay, on the opposite spectrum, though, a party of just 5 healers or clerics, whatever they would be.
Honestly,
I'm always team medic. Any game I play, I'm team medic. So
a party of
that would be my
5
go-to.
clerics would just be overpowered, because they can do anything. Like, they're a pretty versatile class, so they can fucking heal. They can do really good combat. They get good buffs. I mean,
But hey, man, you don't need necromancers because you're not gonna die if every second you're getting full health back,
yeah.
right?
I think the only thing better would be like 4 clerics and a paladin. So at least you have a tank that can eat some damage, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm built like a tank, so doesn't really bother me any.
You sure about that?
Yeah. What's like a really small lightweight tank? You know that Ford they built like so many years ago that was made out of aluminum, so the thing just fucking crushed when you put any weight on it at all. That's the kind of tank I'm built like. We're talking about parties today, you said? What was the topic? What was the question?
Something like that.
What's my ideal party?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you know me. I like to throw some ragers. I'm a college frat boy, so the average keg stand. What else do they do? They go out and.
Damn, you're a pro.
I can't say some of the stuff that they probably do on a podcast, but. My ideal party.
Jesus.
Right. Maybe I'll just talk about some of my worst birthday parties later that I had when I was a kid, because those are a lot of fun. But my ideal party is usually just something super chill. I have such a low social battery. Like, I can stand going out in public with people, but if I'm the center of it, like, it's my celebration for a party. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm thinking birthday parties, which is a little too inclusive. But if it's my party, it's all about me. Probably literally just like pizza or some kind of really bad food for me, and soda, something to watch or a game to play. I just want to be left the fuck alone.
Man, you get invited to a lot of parties, don't you?
Yeah, all the time.
Fucking rager, dude.
There's just flyers flying through my... It looks like Harry Potter, the first movie in here, which is fucking letters flying through my chimney in my mailbox.
Please come to our party. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a really basic outline for me, but what about you?
Dude, I can show up to any party and be alright. As long as no one's getting hurt, I don't give a fuck. I'll show up.
Well, you can't show up to my party because I don't want you here.
I'm gonna show up anyway.
I don't want anybody near me.
That's my ideal party, is one that I'm not invited to.
Yeah? Have you ever crashed a party?
Have I ever crashed a party?
Or like I guess crashing a party and going to a party you're not invited to is very different, just depending on the party size, right?
I mean, there are some places that, like, they don't give a shit if you're invited or not. That's big enough to where, like, as long as you're not causing any trouble, you could just walk in and you'd be fine. But, damn, have I ever crashed a party?
I know you can hear these dogs, right?
I heard a barp.
Oh my god.
Just a single barp.
Hey. From my vent hole. Hey, shut up! Cooper, shut up! Stop it! The mail is gone. Fucking idiot! I swear.
What is this fucking episode?
This is literally. I had to
cursed.
contain it the last episode that we did together because they were fucking going non-stop, and I had to just sit here and be like, wait for Jacob to finish talking, so I gotta contain this scream.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh,
anyway,
man.
Your party crashing, parties that you show up to.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever crashed.
Got it big enough? that you can just go? No one cares.
I don't think there's been any parties I've crashed. None that I can think of. But I've
Oh,
definitely
you
gone to
don't.
parties I wasn't invited to.
Oh yeah. How did they feel when you showed up?
Indifferent.
That's what I was expecting.
Couldn't give a shit less, you know. But most of the time they're like friends of friends, you know. So they don't care if a friend of theirs brings somebody and shit, plus ones or whatever. But there was one party I did go to actually where my friend was invited and I wasn't. And last minute he just said, "Hey, just come. They won't care. They'll be all right." And I had only worked with this guy like at Walmart for maybe two different times. As a matter of fact, I don't even think he worked there at that time. He was just a customer, but he ended up working there later. But I only worked with him a couple times, so I didn't really know him very well. And I was like, I don't know. And he was like, "No, it's fine. He won't care. He's cool. He's chill." And I ended up going, and they ended up hanging out with me and chilling with me more than my friend that was invited. Like
That's cool.
he
That's a
got
good
like
power move.
he got like pushed off to the side and just kind of did his own thing for a while, and I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, we're not friends anymore because he's a fucking asshole and I hate his guts. But so
Oh,
I don't
cool.
care anymore. I'm glad that I outshined him at a party that he was invited to and I wasn't.
You see, I was expecting the exact opposite. I thought you were gonna tell me that he was like, "Yeah, no, he'll be chill. You just come," and then you show up and they're like, "Really, this guy?"
Oh no, dude, no. Me? Nobody fucking cares if I show up to their party, whether I'm invited or not, dude. We have college parties all over the fucking place all the time here. I guarantee you, I could just show up to one of them; they wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, you should do that and then just start asking them questions you think you should ask college students.
What What are you majoring in?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh, I don't know what I should ask college students, but
How
are,
much do you pay for parking?
are you high as fuck right now? Should I call a doctor?
Just start making up professor names. Oh, how do you feel about Dr. Shelby? Yeah, no, Professor Winston the other day, he pulled this real dick move, and I don't know. I don't know. He assigned like 10 articles we had to read. It was crazy.
See,
I imagine English majors go through a lot different thought process than others.
I don't know any college terminology, so I would probably do poorly at that.
That'd
But
be fun though, to
I
just intercept a party and not be a college student, but you have to like convince them, or the second you get snuffed out, you have to leave the party.
I guarantee you, if I dressed up with my wizard stuff, I put my wizard hat on and my wizard robe and shit, I could show up to any one of these parties and they would let me in and just start feeding me alcohol immediately. I
Yeah,
guarantee
yeah, they
it.
would.
I kind of want to. I really like heavily want to try that now. I'm not even lying. That would be super fucking funny.
Or show if you show up in the full pirate gear, I think you would get the same reaction.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I could definitely do that.
Hey, now this is
Video
a
idea.
good question. Yeah, that too. I was gonna say this is a good question though to get into is what's the best costume then that you should be wearing to a party, to a
Wizard.
non-costume party?
Wizard. Easy.
Wizard?
Yeah. I think wizard just like it's it's like not creepy enough to warrant any red flags from a stranger showing up dressed as a wizard because it's so fun. You know, like it's just a fun thing, and everybody loves wizards. So
That's true. Wizard, yeah, I think wizard or pirate is really good for something like something that's really general that everybody would get, and they'd be like, "Oh, like if someone's drunk enough, some college students drunk enough, they're gonna be like, oh, dude, that's fucking sweet.
yeah,
Let's get this man a beer,
especially if you have a
brewski."
decent pirate costume as well. Like if you have a good one, they're gonna be all for it regardless. But if you
Yeah,
got some fucking Walmart store bought like shit with like a cardboard eye patch or something like that, they're just gonna think you're another college student. They're not gonna think you're an actual pirate.
I would show up in one of those full Peeps onesies, the big Peeps rabbit suit.
You could probably pull that off, but if I did that, I'd be kicked out.
Yeah, I don't have the energy to be a mascot, but I think that would be a lot of fun to just show up like that and go nonverbal the whole time and just see how much people want to talk to me.
Sorry, my donuts are arriving.
Why do you always have food on the way during the podcast?
Because I get hungry all the time. What do you want from me?
Some patience and self-control would be nice.
No, man. These donuts looked really good. I could not resist. I had to try them. I got some apple fritters and shit.
Oh, those
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, and they looked really good.
So we went to Quincy recently to watch Dune Part 2. I could get into that, but I probably shouldn't because you revoked my movie update privileges. But
yeah, maybe don't fucking interrupt me and I won't interrupt you, huh? Maybe think about that for a second.
Maybe this will be a hot take, but I fucking love Panda Express. I absolutely love it. It is fantastic food. I'm not joking. I love their orange chicken and white rice bowl. It was so good, and I'm so upset I didn't have more. But I got some frozen LaChoy brand orange chicken that I'm gonna be trying tonight after this podcast, and he's gone. All right, this is my podcast again.
Panda Express?
Yes, Panda, as the colloquials call it.
I don't know. I don't know about Panda Express. I've had Panda Express like handful of times, five to 10 times, I don't know, in my life, and every time I get it, I feel like it is worse every time.
What do you not like about it?
The very first time I got it was okay, and then it just like progressively got worse. I don't know. It just doesn't taste very good. It tastes like you bought Chinese food at Walmart and cooked it at home.
I wish it tasted. Never mind. That doesn't make any sense. I
was like, wait a minute. Hold up. No, you're not telling me Walmart Chinese food's good too.
No, I just want to argue with everybody. That's my go-to. But all the Chinese places around here fucking suck.
I know.
Like, the one that we had in Keokuk has now become, like, I don't know that being, like, white-owned and run has been a problem because it's not as authentic anymore. I don't think it was to begin with. But the food is always just fucking shit. Anytime I go to a Chinese buffet around here, the chicken, anywhere I go, is just dark, slimy meat. And it's gross. I want the fucking chunks of white meat, crispy breading, and I get that at Panda.
I don't know, man. I've tried my usual. I've tried like lo mein and stuff like that, but I don't know. It just does not taste very good. It does not taste very good.
I will say
it's always like mid at best.
Stuck ass. Those are horrible. They make them with like sour cream instead of cream cheese or something.
Ugh.
It's brutal.
Yikes!
Trying to eat those.
Yeah, there's this one place that I get around here. It's not fast food. It's a family-owned chain. I'm like blanking on the name right now, but they've got really good egg rolls. Their egg rolls are fucking phenomenal. But
those are the ones you get all the time?
Yeah. Not the ones from Western Branch Boulevard that I want for my last meal, but they're pretty fucking close. But they give you, instead of sweet and sour sauce to dip your shit in, well, I guess it is technically sweet and sour sauce, but it's like a weird, like a citrusy yellow sauce instead of the red, like reddish pink sweet and sour sauce. And for some reason it tastes really citrusy and shit, and it's okay, but it's just kind of fucking weird. It's kind of weird.
Is that not duck sauce?
No, not orange. I mean like bright yellow, like lemon yellow, but transparent.
Yeah, it sounds like you're describing duck sauce.
No, duck sauce is orange.
Oh, well, all right then.
Trust me, I fuck with duck sauce a lot.
So I only do sweet and sour, so I don't know.
I would prefer duck sauce actually over sweet and sour, but yeah, and they never give you those little packets and shit of it either. So I'm like, well, what the hell, man? What am I supposed to do with this? And then it's also a dip cup instead, so you have to take an egg roll that you just bit the top off of, revealing all the veggies and shit. You have to fucking dip it, and then all the veggies fall out. I'm like, guys, we're not fucking thinking this through, are we? Drives me up the wall. Insane. But I don't even know where I was going with that. Oh, Panda Express, mid, fucking, I don't know. That's all. I don't know where I was going with that at all. But
I don't know either. I just wanted to mention it for whatever reason. I literally don't know why I brought it up, but it's good. I wish people wouldn't hate it so much, but more for me, I guess. Fuck you all.
also, my buddy Cody, every time he eats Panda Express, it like fucks his stomach up real bad, and he's like on the toilet for God knows how long, just shitting his brains out, and he'll fucking message us saying, "Dude, I feel like shit, man." And I was like, "Did you eat a Panda Express again?" He's like, "Yeah," and I'm like, "Well, why the fuck do you keep doing that?" And he's like, "I don't know, man. It's just okay, I suppose, and it's right down the road, so I get it a lot." Well, then I'm not gonna have any sympathy when you're sitting on the toilet shitting your fucking brains out. You gotta have some goddamn self control, for fuck's sake. If you know it fucks your stomach up every single time you eat it, don't eat it.
That's the eulogy you're gonna have to give at his funeral when he doesn't get off that toilet if
Yeah,
he dies.
because he dies from shitting too hard.
I bet that's
What a
how
way
I'll
to go.
That would be a good way to go. Probably not actually. That'd be a really horrible way.
I was gonna say, you just combust from shitting too hard? That would suck. That would suck a
Wouldn't it be
lot.
funny though for whoever finds you?
I don't
Like
know if that would be
it'd be
funny, but
mortifying. It would be mortifying at first, but afterward they'd be like, yeah, so the way this person died, like I walked into the bathroom and there were just body parts and poo everywhere.
Jesus Christ. Oh,
Did
fuck.
you answer the original question of what your ideal party looks like? Because I think you just said you would just kind of go to any party. But
Yeah,
if you had to host, or maybe not even host, if you had to have a party prepared for you,
I have hosted many a parties. And my ideal party is during the fall, so we can have a bonfire, and it's not too hot outside, but it's also not too cold outside. It's like perfect weather. Got a nice bonfire going.
like starts.
Everybody that is invited, which that's another thing. I'm only inviting people that I like, and no plus ones unless I know them personally. But like I'd probably invite like you and Sarah, for example. I wouldn't count that as a plus one. I just you guys both invited or whatever. Toby and his lady and fucking Cassidy or whatever. But no plus ones unless I fucking know them though. Period.
Yeah.
That's just how it is. Because I don't like drama, especially not at a fucking party. Because they're just brewing places for drama, and I just cannot fucking stand it. But everybody's drinking whatever the fuck they want. No need for alcohol if you don't drink alcohol. I don't give a shit. Everybody's chilling around the fire, bullshitting, and then once it starts to get too cold outside, everybody goes inside. We get some fucking pizza and some finger foods and shit. Whatever. I like to have a lot of food around because I just like food, but parties and food just go together. And we either A, watch some fucking movies passively while we all just continue bullshitting but inside where it's warm, or we throw down on some fucking Super Smash Brothers. And we just have a good
You had
time.
me up to that.
Dude, Smash Bros. Is a fucking great party game.
I know everyone says that, but I'm more of like if I had to do a party game, it would probably be Mario Party.
I would settle for Mario Party or Mario Kart as well.
Mario Party is a good way to like get people aggravated, but not so far as like Mario Kart would.
Or Overcooked. I could settle for Overcooked as well.
Man, I've been watching gameplay on that. I want to try it out sometime, but I don't know if I could handle that with my stress.
It's fucking
anger.
crackhead energy. Like, just straight up chaotic crackhead fluid. It will make or break a friendship, that's for sure.
Board games. Then would you
Yep.
settle for any board games?
Yep, we could throw down some board games. Quelf.
What board games? Queef?
Quelf, yeah.
Yeah.
Quelf is an awesome fucking board game. It just also very crackhead party energy type game. Super fun with people that you're close with and shit. Pit It's a card game, also very fucking chaotic and wild, especially at a party.
I think Monopoly would be a bad game to bring out at a party. Imagine you've had like this bonfire
Monopoly's
and been
overrated.
chatting all night, and then you bring Monopoly out, and you're like, all right, get ready for an hour long game or a 5 hour long game that only four of us can play.
Yeah, no, fuck. I don't. Monopoly's overrated. I think it's all right,
Yeah.
but especially not at a party now. But Quelf, absolutely. Pit, 100%. Or just classic like charades or some shit. That's always fun.
Truth or drink.
Truth or drink would be fun. I've done that
Got
a
a
couple
whole
times.
episode.
Holy
Got a
shit!
whole episode for that.
I have actually had parties where we played truth or drink, and most of the time I'm usually the last one standing because I'll give it truth. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I figured that out really quickly.
Yeah, dude. And then, dude, I was playing. We were playing with. It was me, Toby, Chelsea, her friend Allie, and I think there might have been somebody else there as well. And no, not the Allie from Walmart, different Allie.
Okay. I was gonna say I know that person.
No, different Allie. And they thought they were gonna fuck get me, but I'm like, dude, who do you think I am?
I'm an open book.
Dude, I'm the openest book that's ever been opened. Dude, just fucking hit me. I don't give a shit. So there was
The
points.
Necronomicon opened.
There was points where I was just drinking for the sake of drinking because my fucking drink was getting warm, and I'm like, what the hell? I don't want to drink warm beer, so I'm just gonna drink because. And yeah, easy game for me.
You're sitting there answering all these hard ones like it doesn't matter, and someone asks you like, okay, "What's your favorite color of pants?" And you look at your drink and you're like, "This beer is getting warmer by the second." You just also I can't throw that one back.
I chug the whole
me.
fucking beer and I say, yellow. I answer it anyway, but I just chug the whole drink. But
You drink the whole thing and then you start like tearing up and you're like, you guys took it way too far. Okay.
yeah, dude, I remember when I was younger though. I was not very social. I did not make friends very easily. In any situation I was put in that truth or dare came up, or any kind of, game like that, spin the bottle kind of shit, I was always terrified the whole fucking time. And I would always, for the most part, do a dare, as long as it didn't involve like kissing somebody or some shit, or like licking somebody, or some nasty shit like that. But it's because I just didn't want to touch anybody. I just felt like it was just that's not cool. Even though obviously as an adult,
Yeah.
I know that's kind of the whole fucking point of the game, is to get to the point where someone kisses fucking Susie or whatever, and
Yep, the whole horror genre has taught us that Truth or Dare is the worst game that you can possibly play.
yeah, I'll do it in a heartbeat now. I don't give a fuck. Somebody dared me to kiss
Yeah.
like Toby or some shit. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. But when I was
You just
younger,
start running.
yeah, exactly. But when I was younger, dude, hell nah. I couldn't, like, it just did not compute. And every single time they asked truth or dare, I was always so, like, embarrassed and bashful and shit. I would always pick dare, so I didn't get asked any crazy fucking questions.
Okay, I'm gonna just steal this from you because I'm in a questions mood now. I'm gonna ask you first, what is the worst party you've ever had or been to, and then I'm gonna ask you what the best one is, and then we'll try to meet in the middle to find an ideal party. All right? Maybe that'll work.
The
Let's
worst.
find some more conditions because we've just thrown some shit out there that works, but I want to get this thing down, like an itinerary down.
Worst party I've ever been to. I mean, I don't know if I've been to any particularly bad parties that, like, I didn't enjoy to some degree, like, most of the time when it becomes bad, it's because either A, I have had way too much to drink and I end up just clocking out because I'm wasted. But even then, like, that's not because the party was bad. Like, the party was fun. That's why I drank so much. You know what I mean? Or somebody got hurt, or there's some kind of drama. 9 times out of 10, not involving me, because I just don't. I try not to keep drama as much as possible. But I do
You not
remember.
had like a bad birthday party then as a kid? Anything like go wrong?
Mm,
Because that's where all of my bad ones have been was when I was younger.
all my birthday parties have always been super chill. I don't know. I mean, I got lucky though. Like, my birthday's in fucking mid-April, so most of the time it's sunny and bright and the weather's perfect and shit. So I don't really doesn't really bother me. But there was one party. I think it was my 16th birthday actually, where we had like a tropical storm come in, and the whole thing was kind of like trashed because the plan was to have a projector outside and watch a movie and shit on the projector screen and whatnot, but that didn't happen because this fucking storm came through. It was blowing shit all over the place, and we thought we had enough daylight or enough nighttime at the beginning of the night to do the movie or whatever before the tropical storm hit, but didn't happen. And really, that's the only birthday I can remember personally that, like, it was just it just didn't go how I had planned, but it wasn't a bad party, I guess.
Dude, you're so lame. Let me rework this story for you.
I always have good
A
parties,
big,
man.
a big storm washes through and it shuts down your whole birthday party. None of your friends and family can show up, and then you go to your mom and dad and you're like, "I hate you both. I hope you die. You ruined my birthday party."
Yeah, no, we ended up just watching the movie inside. It wasn't that big a deal.
Dang it, man.
I always have good parties, man. And you know my parents. Like, you know.
Yeah, if you want something for your party, you ask your dad, and he's got it in the garage.
Yeah, somewhere.
Dad, you got streamers? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I got some leftover. I bet he would have like leftover fireworks or something like that.
Absolutely, he does. I can
You
tell
guys
you
need
right
a
where
big
they're at, too.
screen and a projector. Find it in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
You wanna
And don't get me wrong.
make a bomb? I got the ingredients.
Don't get me wrong. My parents obviously loved us a lot. They treated us very well growing up for the most part. We're not going to talk too heavy on my end of things, but after me, the fucked up, the problem child, everything was going pretty smooth as far as my siblings went. But my parents, for the most part, did what they could to make sure we had good birthday parties. Like, we were never spoiled, or we never got like above, you know, a good party. Like, we never had like hundreds of people show up and fucking thousands of presents and shit and like live music. Like, none of that shit. Like, we didn't get super spoiled in that regard. But my parents, at the very least, my mom always did as much as she could to make sure we had a decent birthday party. So at least our friends were there, which always made it good because we always had good friends and stuff. Whatever the theme was, they tried to make it as close to that theme as possible. Like, my bitch ass asked for a Nightmare Before Christmas birthday party once in mid-April, and they made it happen. They made it fucking happen. So,
You millennials and your Nightmare Before Christmas pajama pants and whatnot.
it's good stuff, man. I love me some Nightmare Before Christmas, but most kids were not asking for that shit when they were a child in the mid-April. But they did it, so I was like, fuck it, you know. So I don't know. I love my parents, but yeah, I can't think of any times where I've had like a bad party experience that wasn't just because I was super fucking intoxicated. Which I'm pretty sure I have talked about both times that's happened on this podcast at some point. So
Probably. Oh man, dude, I could. You know how old I am? I'm like, what, 30 now? Somewhere close to that. The majority of the years have been.
You better get to the back of the line, young blood.
Yeah. The majority, I don't know how much I can give out for this because some of it's funny and some of it's actually not. Some of it I should probably talk to someone about. But my birthday parties were never ideal. Like when I was a kid, I would usually get like the stuff that I asked for. I was very privileged in the fact that with material things, I could usually get whatever I wanted. That was kind of that was the weird give and take. Was instead of having a relationship with my parents, they just got me what I wanted. I was like,
Yikes.
when you're a kid, you're like,
That's all
hey,
that
you know
matters.
what? Mom's out working until 3 in the morning. I don't need to see her because she got me a Lego Millennium Falcon for Christmas. That's all good. It all pays off.
I
But
definitely never got no logo Millennium Falcon, that's for sure.
but there every year on my birthday, for some reason, mine's mid-May. It always rains every time. I'm not an outdoors person, so it doesn't really bother me as much, but it's just like a weird sign every time that I see it's raining. Uh, but also every birthday would not be my parents would not ask for my input whatsoever. My mom, I would say, wouldn't. I don't remember actually having any parties with being at my dad's, but at my mom's, it would always be a fish fry with my grandparents, which normally now I would fucking love it. I would kill for my grandparents' catfish, but they would just do that and invite every adult who drank that they knew, and they would all just get pissed drunk. I wouldn't have any friends show up, and they'd leave by 5:30 or so, and I'd be like, "All right, now I get to enjoy my presents and actually have my party up in my room by myself."
God damn.
Yeah, it was good time every time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like early on, our parties didn't like they didn't go for too long. Like I always got really bummed if my friends had left because I didn't really make a whole lot of friends growing up. So the ones that I did have were just like my fucking life, and most of the time they were friends of family. So they were just regulars at our house anyway. Um, but as we got older, like we still had parties and shit, but you could tell that the adults definitely started making it a little bit more adult, and yes, alcohol would have been involved at to some degree, but
Yeah.
not for us, of course. But I mean, I don't know. We always did our own thing, and all the kids and shit, we'd just go and fuck off and do our own thing and whatnot. Uh, Especially once I got to the age where video games were just very prevalent. Like me and my buddy Trey and all the kids, we'd go like fucking sneak upstairs and go play games and shit, play Dark Alliance and World of Warcraft and all that kind of shit. So
Yeah, I didn't have a console until I think the PS4 came out, and even then,
damn,
I think it was 2015 because I got the PS4 that came with Black Ops 3.
damn,
Yeah, my wife got me my first console, and I literally cried over it
damn,
as a 15-year-old child, pretty much an adult.
damn.
Damn.
Very first console I ever had was PS2. That was the very first one I had, and my parents got it for me for Christmas, I think. And then I got really bad grades once, and
And it went to go live on a farm.
it actually went to live in the dirt and in
Yeah.
a 1,000 pieces, and I had to go pick it up in the rain.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, because I was like fucking up real bad in school, and my dad took a splitting wedge to it because he had anger issues.
That's so fucking awesome, but that's so awful to do in front of your kid.
Dude, I kept fucking up like over and over again, and he blamed it on the games. So he's like, "All right, well, there you go." My mom was pissed. My mom was fucking mad because obviously it's an expensive thing, and that's just reckless and not the way that should have been handled. But yeah, I sat there and watched him as he just my light. But and then he was like, "All right, go pick it up, so I don't hit any of that with my lawnmower." And it started
Oh my
raining like right when I got
God,
outside.
what a defeating feeling.
Oh, it
That's
sucked.
that's a villain arc backstory right there.
Oh, trust me, I
I've
could
never heard
feel
one.
I could feel the villain like rushing through my veins as I'm picking up these little pieces of black plastic in the grass, just getting soaked in rain, depressed.
You've actually oh, excuse me. You've reminded me of something very horrible that I love to keep in the back of my mind
Oh, word.
whenever I'm getting too happy and I need to calm down because um Christmas was about the only time at my dad's house that we actually had like what would
Keep
almost be
going.
considered a party. And there he goes. He's gonna leave me. Didn't want to hear my story.
I'm
All
listening.
right, that's cool.
I'm listening.
What are you doing?
I had to close my door because they're being loud as fuck out there.
Just invite them in. Invite them on the podcast.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
That's fair. But Christmas time was the only like big holiday time where we'd have at least one or two family members show up. We live out in the middle of the country, so it was like my dad's a huge recluse too. So even having his mom, my grandma, come over was like never gonna happen. But my stepmom's mother, who I still consider my grandma, she would come over and she would usually spoil the younger siblings, but she was always really sweet to me. We'd have these like little smokies and everything, which is probably not a big deal for most people, but that's like
I fuck with Little Smokies a lot.
if there was enough food for all of us to share at my dad's, it was a fucking big deal, all right? that's how that's how
God
things
damn.
were. But I was always negative and upset, and I had a very pessimistic outlook on everything as a child, and I got that blamed on me because my dad always said I always looked for the negative in things. And one time before Christmas, or maybe it was during, I think it was during. It would have had to have been during because of the way he said it. He told me, "You always ruin the holidays." He said that exact phrase, and it sticks with me. After that, there were no parties.
Damn.
I celebrate nothing.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I haven't felt the warmth of love in 100 years. No, everything's chill now, but that probably some of the worst parenting. One of the worst word choices you could have ever
Oh,
said to a child.
trust me, dude. My dad has said similar things because I also used to be very pessimistic, and my dad has said plenty of choice things to me, and yeah, we don't have to go into all that, but I get it. It fucking blows. And there's a couple things he said that I still think about today, and like I know it's not even true. Like I can separate it from my own mind and be like, okay, yeah, that was just him projecting his anger and shit like that. But it still fucks me up a little bit. So
You gotta wait for him to get angry again and take one of his favorite appliances and put it in a fucking log splitter or something.
just take his phone and drop it in a blender or something.
Yeah.
No, my
'Cause
mom
you're
would be
always on
pissed.
that damn phone. Bash the
Dude,
thing.
if I busted his soundbar or something like that, he'd be pissed.
Yeah, I would.
He'd be pissed. But yeah, same. I would also be pissed, and I know how expensive soundbars and electronics are, so I would never do that. But
Okay, then best party.
best party.
Take just a massive fucking 180. Tell me the best party.
I think my favorite party that I've ever had, that I think it could have been even better if we had made it the tradition that we wanted to. But when we replicated the Hobbit party for Bilbo's birthday,
Oh, snap.
that shit was so fun. Like everybody showed up dressed like hobbits. We had fireworks just like the hobbits did, and
The
Gandalf.
whole Shire.
I was smoking my pipe with my fucking Captain Black Royal tobacco. We had a bonfire going. We had awesome food, and all of it was awesome because my mom made a lot of it. But everybody that brought food also brought some damn good bangers, and like it was great. It was a great fucking time, and it was super chill. But at the same time, we were all drinking and hanging out and chilling or whatever. But food was great. We had Hobbit music playing the whole time, so all the Shire music and Lord of the Rings songs from the Shire area, and the more upbeat party sounds and shit. The ones where Pippin and Merry are singing in the bar, like all of them.
Yep.
And that was great. But if we were able to carry that, we were going to do it every year. And we didn't do it the year after because I ended up falling into a super big depression and just I was not doing well. Didn't have the desire to see anybody or hang out with anybody or have any parties or anything like that. So we ended up canceling it that year. But the following year, we were moving, so we couldn't do it then either. But if we meet enough friends out here, even though a lot of the fireworks and shit like that, we'd have to figure out a workaround for that. But might start it up again. I don't know. But it was super fun. 10 out of 10 would recommend anybody have a Hobbit party in September, because September is also just kind of a what's in September, you know what I mean? Bilbo's fucking birthday, that's what. Celebrate.
My anniversary.
Also Bilbo's birthday.
9/11. That's... Hey man, when you turn 111, we'll throw you the best Shire Hobbit party you've ever seen.
I'm gonna show up as Gandalf though.
Yeah, I think you'd have to at that point.
111, my beard's gonna be gray as shit. I'm gonna have long gray ass hair. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Keep it growing though from now until then.
Oh, I plan on it. That's the idea.
Do you cut that thing regularly or trim it?
Nope.
That's why it looks so bad.
Around my mustache right here I will, just because it makes eating a lot easier.
Yeah, or else you're like a whale that just has those comb teeth that siphons everything in.
I need a trimmer right now, honestly. But
it's not as impressive as mine, though. I mean, I got,
oh,
obviously.
Wait, hang on. Stay there. Hang on.
Yeah, get in there, get a good look. I also did just shave this morning, so everything's fresh as fuck, and it hurts because I hate shaving. It just hurts my face.
So don't. Do what I do and don't.
I have to.
No, you don't.
Well, I either look like the child that's gonna get predatored or the predator with or without facial hair. There's no winning with me.
You just need
I think once I
leave it alone. It'll grow.
I know. I think once I get out of the military, I will let it grow.
Dude, the number one thing that I see...
deployment, I'll come back with a full mustache. That'd be something.
The number one thing that I see people do when they're trying to grow their facial hair at all, is they shave it because it's patchy. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to be, regardless.
Yeah, you have to
just have to fucking let it grow. I mean, if you keep on fucking shaving it, it's not going to grow any faster. That's a fucking myth. That is an absolute myth.
It's weird that people don't know this. Is a proven myth that if you want more full facial hair, you just let it grow. You have to let it go through the thing, and then afterwards, start trimming it to specifics, whatever you're wanting with it.
And a lot of it does have to do with genes and genetic makeup and whatnot. So if you just don't have the genetic makeup that's going to grow facial hair, it's probably not going to ever be that big or full or whatever. But how are you going to know if you don't leave it the fuck alone? And just... I see people do that all the time. They're like, Jacob, how do you fuck get your beard so long? How did you get it so long? I'm like, dude, because I didn't fucking touch it for years. I just left it alone. And they're like, no way. And then I fucking pull out my phone. I show them a bunch of pictures of me without a beard and shit. And they're like, that's not you. And I'm like, yeah, that's fucking me. That's me. I didn't have a beard. I couldn't grow a beard to save my fucking life. I looked like Peyton. I couldn't grow a beard. And then I just let it go. Left it alone. And here we are. There we are.
Baby had to get his first haircut, and you were like, no, don't touch the face. Leave it.
Just leave it alone.
Let it go.
And I used to be the same way. I thought that, like, shaving it was going to help and shit, and it didn't. So for the longest time, I would shave around here, and all I could get was, like, a little bit of a mustache and, like, maybe, like, that much of my beard on my chin. That was it. It wouldn't grow on the sides at all. And I just kept shaving it anyway. I
don't want all of that, though. I literally just want, like, more than the 5 o'clock shadow, but just enough to fill in my face. My face. Fuck it, I already said it. I'm sticking with the word.
Yeah. Just to get it on your face.
My face, yep. Wash my face.
Wash your face. But,
say wash, and it's...
Same.
Dumb.
My grandparents
There's
all
no R.
Say wash. Washcloth. Wash rag. Washing machine. Water.
Water?
Water. Uh, yeah,
Uh,
that's another thing
uh,
too. Is some people just look better with shorter facial hair or none. There's a lot of people that are like, man, I want a big ass beard like you, and I look at them like, really? I mean, I respect, but I don't think that you're the facial type to have a big ass beard like that. However, you get a little goatee going or whatever, or some fucking, something a little bit more contained or whatever. It looks great. I'm all for beards, dude. Fucking grow your beards, but know your limits. I've
yeah, mine are mutton chops.
I've committed to the bit already, so mine's gonna be long. It's gonna be long and full, and I've already chosen the wizard lifestyle, so you don't have to. It's just the way it is.
You are one bad sleepover away from losing all that work in progress.
No, no, I'm not, because I will kill. People think I'm really nice and chill and laid back, but dude, somebody shaved my beard and like while I was sleeping. They're ended. That's not a threat. That's a fucking promise. We're done.
I would take that risk on one of those mornings where you just weren't getting up when we needed to record for the Pizzaverse.
I would have
I should
killed
have
you.
gone. I should have gone up there and just even turned on a razor just to get the sound going.
I would have been
See what
asleep.
kind of reaction
That's
I
that's
could
the
get.
worst part is because I would have stayed asleep. I am a heavy
Yeah.
sleeper. So if that ever happens, I would just wait until the person was like least expecting it, and instead of shaving their head or their beard in their sleep, I would just like break a couple of their fingers.
I would shave their head off of their shoulders with a chainsaw.
No, instead of doing that, I would just like I'd go into their room and one of their fingers at a time, just like snip them off.
Yeah, just one at a time. They're never gonna wake up to notice.
I might be in shock for the first one. I might get through
Yeah.
at least 3. Bet you they never shave my beard again though.
Take a warm glass of water, right, next to their nightstand. You put their hand in it. And when they wake up, they're like, "Oh man, did you make me piss myself by putting my hand in warm water?" And then they look over at you, and you've got their other hand, and you're just with fucking garden shears is going off.
And I'm pissing on them while I'm doing it. I've got my willy out and everything, just like pissing.
No, you haven't actually pissed yet. This was me pissing on your pants.
Meanwhile, they've got whipped cream all over their face. We're just gonna throw all the fucking sleep gags in there. All of them.
Pubes glued to their face. Gorilla mask.
My pubes, because they decided to shave my beard, so I'm gonna use my pubes glued to their face.
That's a good one.
Either that or
That's
I'm
a
gonna
good-
find like somebody that will donate me their like dog's hair mats from their hair, like dreadlocks from their dog's hair, and just use those instead.
You can borrow our cat Boo's dingleberries because he's got the fluffiest pantaloons you've ever seen on a cat. We gotta trim them off of her.
Oh my god. Anyway,
Anyway,
fuck.
my best party.
Yeah, what's your best party?
It's all about me again, baby. No, I think there. I can't remember what all the activities were, but I know like some of my favorite foods, especially for places around here, was a Hunt Brothers pizza, which was not available anywhere close to where I was living back for this birthday. I think I was like 19 or 20. And there's a fancier restaurant called the Hawkeye out in Keokuk, Iowa. They have the best fucking chicken tenders that I've ever had anywhere before. But my wife got with her aunt and uncle who live in a town, or I think it's a village, that has a gas station that serves that pizza, the Hunt Brothers pizza. So she had them pick it up, and we met like halfway, and they gave it to me. So I had the pizza for lunch, and then later that night we went out to dinner at the Hawkeye, and it was like all of my favorite foods I could have had. I was stuffed to the brim, but it was so good to have all of those foods. And I think the rest of the night was literally just like chilling, playing video games, because that's, if I can find an opportunity to relax, I would love to take it. I'm always busy when birthday parties roll around because my birthday always falls on the day of finals. So I'm always stuck at college doing testing or putting on some stupid performance because when you're an English major, you don't take tests. You have to write papers or do demonstrations. It's great.
I think I'd rather do demonstrations than take tests.
I would in a heartbeat. Writing papers isn't as great, but yeah, doing projects is more fun than
I always fuck with projects, dude.
scantrons. The other one though
Hate
was
scantrons. Oh my god.
my college besties figured out what day my birthday was, and they both surprised me with a Lego Harry Potter set and like the most thoughtful card I've ever read in my life. And then we went out and grabbed some Chinese food. It was great. I just love simple things like that aren't over the top. But Maya, unfortunately, who's been on this podcast, she likes to go over the top for her friends. I did not let her. I didn't reel her in when we did Claire's birthday party. So she's more introverted than I am. So for hers, we made her a cake and put up decorations in the classroom on the day that she had finals.
Nice.
And she just completely, she hated us. I think she still is pissed about it to this day.
Probably passed away.
She died tragically
from
too
the stress.
Much birthday.
Yeah.
But this year, because this is the last time I'm seeing those two, she's like, can I get full reign, no questions asked, to do whatever for your birthday party? I'm like, go ahead.
Fuck it.
And they talked about doing some shit on the roof of Walmart, so I'm very concerned about what's gonna go down here in a month or so.
Am I invited? Shit. That sounds lit.
You want to come all the way over here? You're welcome to.
Well, there's a slight chance, possibly, maybe, that I will be in Iowa at the end of April. So,
ooh,
like the last couple days of April into May. So I don't know.
Oh, we can bust out a movie in that time.
But that's a maybe. I don't know if we're doing that or not. If we do end up going down there, there's probably a better chance that it's going to be later in the summer. So I don't know. We'll see.
Video time.
Yeah, dude, if we can get some ideas going and then plan it out, we can do it up.
We got a whole podcast full of ideas.
Yeah, but we need to come up with a cohesive story that we can put into a movie. At least get the recording of it done, and then I can edit it when I get home.
Oh my god, we're not going to be able to do a whole movie, but we could probably do like a video of some sorts. I still have the Dino Dig kits. I still have the Dino Dig kits. I'm trying to think of ways we can use them on the podcast.
You've been trying to think of ways to use those fucking Dino Dig kits since you got them.
Yeah, I know. That's what happens when you find an awesome thing on clearance and you've got a good video idea. I was even thinking about like bending my camera down and just showing the table where I'm bashing the fuck out of it, trying to open it up and get the little fossil out of it.
Yeah, we could definitely do something like that. We could fuck with that. But
there's my party. That's my ideal party. If I were to have
Dino
a
Dig
party
kits?
where yeah, just everyone gets a Dino Dig kit and
goes
they
ham.
just go at it.
Hell yeah.
Complete silence though. I don't want any music, any TV shows on, no talking, just digging.
You don't talk, you don't sing, you don't listen to shit, you're not gonna watch anything, you're gonna dig.
Oh dude, singing Happy Birthday is one of my biggest fucking irritations.
Have you ever been to fucking Texas Roadhouse?
I have. I love Texas Roadhouse.
Have you ever witnessed a fucking
birthday?
Have you witnessed the birthday song they do?
I have, and I've seen the whole shindig and dance that they put on too.
I would pass away. I'm not even that socially awkward. I can make the best of just about any social awkward situation. But that shit, no. Somebody's getting hanged. Not
I'd start hucking rolls at people.
Fuck, don't waste the rolls. Shit. Huck the silverware.
They bring you more. Chuck a silverware. Get the steak knife.
Yeah, don't waste the fucking rolls. Eat them shits.
Start throwing peanuts on the floor. I'd bring that back.
Yeah. Spit on them. Don't waste the rolls, man. Shit.
I would specifically ask for the wait staff that has a peanut allergy, and I would start fucking peanuts at them.
God, I want some fucking Texas Roadhouse rolls now. God damn.
I
Jesus.
I love Texas Roadhouse.
Same.
I want
It is really good.
steak fries are or steak cut fries.
No, steak fries are the worst fries.
You idiot.
I don't like the thick fries, dude. I like mine crunchy.
I bet you like Arby's fucking curly fries, don't you?
I sure as fuck do.
Nasty.
I will demolish some curly fries. I would do some unimaginable
Ew.
things for curly fries. Honestly, I just like Arby's a lot, so.
For parties, do you like cake?
Yeah.
Okay, next question. No,
I fucking love cake.
I'm not a cake person. I hate cake.
Cake is. I'll eat cake if it's good cake. I mean, if it's just like a fucking. Like. I don't know. I don't like the whipped frosting, so if it's got whipped frosting on it, I probably will not like it. I like regular ass, sugar filled, chocked full of the worst kinds of things for your body frosting that you can feel cavities set in when it touches your teeth. Like that's the kind of frosting I like.
I've taken a bite of certain pieces of cake, and the sugar content in it is so hard that my body will shiver instantly from it, and
It's so
hate
good.
the feeling.
So good.
It shouldn't hurt to eat dessert.
Lemon cake is my favorite though. I like lemon cake a lot.
I will throw down with a cheesecake.
I also fuck with cheesecake pretty heavy.
But people don't do cherry cheesecake anymore. I've never seen it. It's always strawberry, and it's annoying.
I was this close the other day because I was just having a random pregnancy craving for cheesecake just out of nowhere. I was this close to door dashing a single slice of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. This fucking close. I almost did it. And I was like, Jacob, you do not need to spend that much money on a single slice of cheesecake. You don't need to do it.
Go to the store. Have you seen at Walmart they have those frozen pies or frozen cakes?
Yeah.
That you just set out and thaw. Those things are hella good for whatever reason. They shouldn't be as good as they are.
The Hershey's cream pie. That's good shit.
Yeah.
The ones that they used to sell them at Burger King. I don't know if they still do or not, like the little mini ones. But
so if I could have a cheesecake, also we have in our house right now we have like blueberry preserves. And boy, howdy, do I want to slather a fucking cheesecake slice with that and warp it down.
Dude, they had some kind of like Cinnabon flavor cheesecake.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, man.
Oh man.
I'm this close. This fucking
Dude, I'm
close.
gonna have to go get an Oreo cheesecake blizzard after this episode.
Hell yeah. I'm about to go eat those donuts here in a second after this episode because I just got them donuts in there. Or them apple fritters. Oh my god, damn.
I hope Willow takes them all.
She would never. Actually, she would. But, yeah, as far as cake goes, if it's good cake, especially if it's lemon cake, absolutely. But, best dessert, in my opinion, top tier, S tier, is a classic homemade chocolate chip cookie. Can never go wrong.
Really, chocolate chip, huh?
Just a plain old fucking homemade chocolate chip cookie. Maybe it's because Deanna's really good at cooking them. She's like fucking amazing at making chocolate chip cookies. She's got her own recipe and everything. It's fucking delicious, and that's probably what spoiled me on them so much. But I will take a plain old homemade chocolate chip cookie over anything any day of the week.
A chocolate chip or chocolate chunk?
Chocolate chip.
Yeah, see, I would prefer a chocolate chunk over a chip.
I like the
the
cookie to chocolate chip ratio in a chocolate chip cookie.
That's fair, because I want more soft baked cookie versus biting into chocolate. I don't want every bite to be chocolate.
Yeah, it becomes too rich, and like then you can
Too
only.
rich, you were just talking about teeth hurting cake that sounded so good.
Not, yeah, but I'm saying like when you get a lot of chocolate heavy stuff, you can only eat so much of it before you're like, okay, I can't eat any more of this. Like the triple chocolate devil's food cake shit or whatever. Like I eat like 5 bites of that, I'm done. I can't eat anymore. But if you have a regular chocolate chip cookie, there's just enough of it where I can at least scarf 5 cookies before I'm done.
God.
Maybe 7. I don't know.
I tell you gotta get those numbers up.
Dude, I fuck up some chocolate chip cookies pretty damn good. But
Yeah,
I'm also not.
I didn't.
I'm not that big of an ice cream person though, so especially at birthday parties, 9 times out of 10, I'm just getting cake.
Okay. I never did cake for my birthdays because I don't like cake. But my grandma would always make me blueberry muffins, and she makes the best blueberry muffins in the whole world. I don't know where she gets the edible sparkly glitter shit at, but she puts that on there. And I know I've never made them myself, but I've been there to help her with it. And she'll even microwave a little glass dish of butter, and you put a little paintbrush on there. Oh, the way it soaks into there when those motherfuckers are fresh. It's so good.
Fuck, man. Now I kind of want some blueberry muffins now. Shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I will do some heinous things for some blueberry muffins. Some absolutely diabolical things for blueberry muffins, man.
I don't talk to my grandma often enough, but it's hard for me to look at her and not be like, I would like for you to bring me fried catfish, shrimp, and your blueberry muffins, please.
Please. Please and thank you.
Make it happen.
Thanks.
My grandma spoil me. It's your job.
Dude, that's another thing, man. I don't know what it is about old ladies that just fucking love me. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. I have no idea. But old ladies always spoil the shit out of me. Always. Even if I barely know them, or if they're like a work person that I work with or whatever, that for some reason they fucking love me.
You got that charm.
And this old lady, and I think I've told you this story before, but this old lady, rest in peace, Donna Bell. I miss you. You're the greatest. She had this homemade fucking cinnamon roll recipe.
Yep.
Yeah. And she made these things for just special events every once in a blue moon. It wasn't a regular thing because it takes a lot to make them, and she's old. I mean, she's old as fuck. And I pulled her aside one day, and I'm like, Donabelle, you're gonna have to hit me with them secrets, because I gotta know what you put in these cinnamon rolls. It is too damn good. And she just kind of laughed and shrugged it off, patted me on the chest and shit, because old ladies are also really touchy-feely with me for some reason. I don't know what it is, but
You want to get in your pants, bro.
probably. But a couple months go by, and Donabelle comes into work on her day off, and I'm down unloading the truck. And somebody comes and gets me. She's like, hey, Donabelle's down there. She wants to see you real quick. I'm like, all right, I'll be right back. So I tell my supervisor, and he's like, yeah, hurry up. And I'm like, I'm going to take my sweet fucking time now. But I get down there. Donabelle's off work, and she's got a cart with two like whole trays of fucking cinnamon rolls. And each one of these cinnamon rolls are huge, right? They're massive. They're gooey. They're fucking delicious. And I have dreams about them all the time. And she gives me a hug. She's like, how's it going? And we're just kind of bullshitting for a second. She's like, go ahead, take one. So I'm opening the fucking first tray on the top.
Yep.
And I'm grabbing one, and she's like, slaps my hand, and she's like, no, take one of the trays. And I'm like, what?
It's still so good.
Dude, she gave me a whole tray of these to myself. And
Yeah.
the other tray was for the rest of the break room. So she gave the whole break room one single tray, same exact size as the one she gave me, to share between the lot of them. And I got one to take home.
That's pretty sweet.
It was beautiful, and it's like, to this day, one of my favorite situations I've ever been in at work. And it's so good. So fucking good.
So maybe we just need to invite a bunch of old people to birthday parties.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That would be
Parties in
it.
general. Why not? I keep going back to birthday parties. There are all sorts of parties.
Yeah, but
Except
dude,
New Year's Eve. That doesn't count. That's a stupid celebration.
why?
All the humans are deciding, oh, hey, look, the Earth made another revolution. Let's go ahead and fucking gather around to watch a ball drop.
Dude, it's better than
cares?
it's better than people just acting like they're fucking Irish for a day just to get wasted.
That's very true.
when half of them aren't anywhere close to being Irish and have no idea who St. Patrick is or the really fucked up shit that he did. So why are we celebrating him? But the symbol for it all is a fucking leprechaun, which St. Patrick probably didn't fucking believe in. I don't get it.
Shamrock.
With a bunch of fucking leprechauns everywhere, too. That's
Yeah.
just symbolism for what? Why?
I agree.
I guess. I suppose, but... Dude, humans will find any reason that they possibly can to make a massive scale drinking celebration. Every single chance that they get, without fail.
Yeah, and banks will come up with any fucking random day to take the day off.
Yes, they will. Like they have a stressful job as it is, dude. Have you ever been in a fucking bank?
I haven't. I tried to get a job, remember?
It's
now
so
how
quiet.
We're still here and I still don't have that job.
Damn. Well,
It's so quiet until someone holds you at gunpoint and says, "Give me everything in the register."
that never happens. That's a myth. Nobody actually fucking
You're
does
right.
that.
You're right. No one's ever actually robbed a bank. That's stupid.
They rob gas stations, guys, not a fucking bank.
Yeah.
They are not getting in that vault. It's not happening. But even on the chances that it does happen, which I'm sure it does to some degree, it's not as often or as bad as fucking movies show it to be. I guarantee it. They are literally just chilling at a desk or a counter, counting money, fucking with people's accounts. It's probably droning. It's probably really like boring and just like slow, but
Yeah. Did I tell you the weird question I got asked about money handling with my bank teller interview?
mm-mm.
Okay, spoiler alert, I didn't get the fucking job. They haven't called me back. But the lady interviewing me, she was like, "Do you have any experience with money handling?" And I'm like, thinking to myself, "No, I've never worked at a bank, or I haven't operated a register, so no." And she's like, "Oh, well, okay, what if scenario, you're at a garage sale, no computers whatsoever, it's just you and a safety deposit box of cash, and someone hands you 10 for something that costs like $6.85 or something like that." And she's like, "Are you gonna be able to give them the right change?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I can do fucking simple mental math. Why are you calling it money handling skills?"
I can count money, you fucking asshole.
I can do very simple subtraction. Yes. Easy.
As a matter of fact, money counting is like some of the earliest form of counting that we do in school. At least it was for me. I remember them showing us how to count money and shit in like first grade.
Yeah, she said that, and I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I know to give him $3.15 back in change. That's not. I don't know why you're calling it that, but all right."
Not to mention, there is going to be a calculator and fucking computer and all that shit.
Yeah.
So
If I didn't know it, if I was actually like stumped on that, I would pull out my phone that is always with me, and I would do the simple calculation.
yeah,
I'm inviting bank tellers to my party.
I'm not. Fuck them.
I'm not either. Absolutely not. They probably wouldn't
Especially
be able
with
to
dumb
make it 'cause
questions
they got
like
the day
that.
off.
Yeah,
I would
true.
invite someone from Subway because they are certified sandwich artists.
Yeah, same.
That's their job title.
Especially if they brought some of them fucking raspberry lemonade cookies that they got.
Oh, I'm about to bust.
I already did. Oh my god, dude, them things. I went to Subway when those first got released, or at least released at the Subway that I was close to, and I just tried one, and I was amazed by it. I literally wanted to just like, I wanted to regurgitate it and then eat it again because I just wanted another one so bad, and I had already left. So what I did was the next day I went back and I was like, "Hey, I need to have like all of those," and they're like, "All of them?" And the guy was like all
Did I
the
stutter?
things, and I was like, "Yes, all of them, please. If you've got more, grab those too." And they had just had a fucking tray come out of the fucking oven, and I'm like, "Yep,
Oh,
I'll take
fresh.
them, dude. Give them to me. I'll give a shit." And they boxed them up and gave them to me, dude. And I don't even remember how much I paid for them, but I got a fuck ton. And they had to go back and make a whole shit ton more because I just cleared them out. So I kind of felt bad, but at the same time, dude, I was living.
You hear the poor employees talking like, "Hey, I need you to get another batch going," and then you go, "Oh!" You stop, like the door jingles, like as you're exiting. You go, "Oh!" You're just making more. Go ahead and box those up when you're done. All right.
Yeah, once they're out of the oven, just slap them in another box. I'll take them.
Put them on my tab.
Yeah, dude, they were so good. I don't think I've ever had a like cookie experience like that ever in my life. That wasn't just plain chocolate chips anyway, because chocolate chip cookie is the best cookie, but those raspberry lemonade cookies, oh my god damn.
Make that face.
It's just fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Man, I fucked that shit up. But anyway,
I gotta have a good party sometime.
fucking do it.
We did like we had a watch party. Watch parties are fun for movies and stuff like that. I did one with Maya and Claire rather recently where we watched their two favorite movies back
The
to back.
Pizzaverse?
We did watch the Pizzaverse, but that was on a separate occasion.
Oh,
That was like
lame.
just a chill after class event. Everyone loved it, by the way. Shocker.
What can I say? We're fucking
I haven't heard a single complaint.
We're movie legends. What can I say?
Even with my laundry list of notes for you, I haven't heard complaints on my end. So
Yeah, I've heard more complaints from you than I have anybody that's actually watched it.
these are just critical observations.
But also same. I also criticized it way more than anybody that's actually watched it. But that's because we just have nice friends, I think. But
Yeah, I have to put it on just to promote at every party I go to. I'm like, hey, Pizzaverse.
do it.
You want to watch something? Pizzaverse.
We went up to like 179 views or something, by the
Yeah.
way. It was at like 168 or something like last week. So I don't know what 10 people watched it since last week, but
I don't know, but keep it up. Spread the word. Spread the gospel of the Pizzaverse across the universe.
yeah, for real. It's good shit.
But yeah, the watch parties are fun. I think we've got one sort of coming up. I don't know what Bridgerton is. These two love it.
Yeah,
And I
Deanna
guess
loves
we're
it
gonna
too.
we're gonna do a party, a party that's just gonna be like snack foods and helping Maya pack up her shit out of her apartment so that she can go back home to student teach. But I
Watching
asked,
Bridgerton?
yeah, I watched Lou about it, or I watched Lou. I talked to Lou about it because I had no fucking clue what it was, and she said it's just porn for women, and I was like, okay, that's not something I'm very interested in myself, but fuck it, whatever. And I confronted my friends about it, and they're like, no, it's not like that. And then Maya immediately goes, Claire, did you hear about all the furniture they broke for season 3 for the sex scenes? I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, what am I getting into?
Yeah, I've never watched any amount of it, but I've seen a few things about it, and I know Deanna and Chelsea like it and shit, but I'm like, smut. Nothing but smut. That's all this is.
This is smut, alright. Pornhub is art. You women and your Euphoria and your fucking Game of Thrones and all this Bridgerton nonsense.
Whack.
Smut. Shame.
Smut. For the sake of smut.
Yeah, you're a kitchen wench. Alright, I'm getting canceled.
For our next movie, we need to do a period piece. Takes place in the 1920s.
Oh, I thought you meant like just a movie about periods. But it's created and directed by 3 men.
Perfect. That's probably already been done, honestly.
Oh yeah, had to have been.
But anyway, do you have anything else to add about parties before I get off here so I can go eat? Because I'm hungry.
No, dude, I want my orange chicken. I actually have to learn how to cook white rice. As embarrassing as that sounds for a 24-year-old, I don't know how to do it yet. But I'm
Get a
about to
rice
go figure it
cooker.
out.
Rice
Never mind,
cooker.
I'm not gonna make that joke.
Oh no, seriously, rice cooker is like one of the best things that I've ever had in my life. It's so good.
I think we got one, but I don't even know how to.
You
I don't
put
even know.
you put water in it and rice, and then you press the button. It does all the work for you.
Well, slow down there, buddy. You lost me at water.
You put in like 2 cups of water to every 1 cup of rice. That's it. Just double whatever water to the rice ratio you put in there, and then you press the button. You literally just turn it on, and it fucking does it for you.
Sick. You got any party things you want to add?
Nope.
Good food,
Other
good
than
drinks,
yeah,
good pizza verse,
good pizza verse playing in the background of the party. That sounds like a party
good
to me.
people. Don't be a loser. You can't come to my party if you're a loser or a
Same.
girl. Yuck.
Same. Won't allow it. Just can't allow that. Anyway, make sure you like the video if you like the
Yeah.
video. Let us know down below in the comments, what is your favorite kind of party? Do you like parties? Do you not like parties? Which one of us had a better party idea? Let us know in the comments down below. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Also, make sure to sub to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this, because y'all are slacking. We need some more subs. So
Yeah. Watch the
Hey.
shorts. Find
What?
us on Instagram for updates.
yeah, shorts, Instagram. Watch all of it. Also, go watch the Pizza Verse. Bye.